Brad, I got just the thing for your cold.
Yeah, what's that?
It's going to be some hot machine parts.
Ooh, can I like make a tea out of that?
Yeah, I think you can soak it in a medicinal blend. Here, we'll get some plants up here.
Get some of these red herbs.
Yeah,
it's really gonna open up my sinuses.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're gonna. That one spotted me. Okay, it's okay. Okay, we got away.
Thought it spotted me.
So we got some scrappers over here.
Okay. What kind of an animal is a scrapper like?
It's like a kind of a cat type thing. You see, it's got a radar up on top there that it used to see. We got a body. We got a power cell on the back.
You highlight the different weak points individually.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then those symbols are what?
Those are different types of damage. That's tear damage that it's susceptible to. Tear and shock damage for the power cell back there. I'm not really big on shock damage, to be honest. Tear is my thing. So let's. We have these tear blast arrows here that don't do any like physical damage. So it's not going to necessarily reduce the number of hit points this thing has, but it is going to tear components off. So as Aloy here, we'll draw our bow back, and I'm just going to fire it right into the radar thing. And you see we have blown all those parts off. So now its radar capabilities are reduced, so its ability to see me is reduced. And now we can go to
whale on it.
Our more substantial arrows, and so we've actually knocked it down, and now it's dead. Okay.
Oh, that guy's
See, that's because that one hasn't had its parts knocked off. It still has a gun on it.
Got it. Okay.
Also, there are a bunch of them.
So you're probably only going to get away with that once. In a group like this.
Yeah. Without them getting activated, and some creatures. Okay, so this is
whoa.
So this is a snap maw that I tamed earlier.
Oh wow.
And as a result, it is rushed into the fight.
Holy crap! Did you summon it, or did it just happen?
No, you don't really have any control over it. You don't really. It doesn't follow you around per se either. It'll just kind of do its thing, and in this case, it happened to just want to fuck shit up.
I think it is effectively doing its thing here.
Yeah.
Seems to be going your way.
Yeah, that's Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's cool.
You get out here, you mix it up with these animals, and then so these components that I've blown off are things I can then collect separately because they're no longer on the main body of the thing.
Okay. Otherwise, they're searching corpses.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll helpfully color the corpses and stuff if it's got something rare on it, like a scrapper lens.
Okay.
Which that stuff is stuff you can sell. Like if there's one thing I had to say about the game that I wish that they handled better, as actually the inventory, because this resource list is just a mess of stuff.
I was just about to ask if you had to keep in mind what a scrapper lens is for, and
Yeah,
do you have to care about what you're looting, or is it streamlined enough that you can it just automates everything?
Well, I mean, you just kind of want to take everything, but eventually you do fill up your inventory.
Yeah.
You can expand your inventory, like in a Far Cry. But so this Thunderjaw heart here, you may get to a shopkeeper that is selling a sick weapon, and he wants money, which is the metal shards, and a Thunderjaw heart. And you don't know that until you get there and find them. So it's led to this situation where you kind of just want to keep everything, and you're never really sure what you can sell and all this other stuff. So that stuff I wish was handled a little bit better. But anyway, there are a lot of encounters like that. It's a big map full of sites that are, frequented by specific types of animals, broadheads, long legs. There's a whole menagerie of robot animals. And at the outset of the game, you're really not sure why there would ever be any robot animals out here. It's kind of a mystery.
Yeah, I've only played the first hour of this, but I like that contrast they set up right at the beginning of this is I hate to use the word post-apocalyptic, but it's a far future tribal society where the modern world has collapsed.
Yeah. It is post-apocalypse.
Yes.
I guess.
So you've got this you've got this spiritual tribal society, but remnants of the old world remain.
Right.
So
like this one, like this AR gadget I have bolted to the side of my head that lets me get some Batman detective vision stuff. So I can go, oh, that's a fox. I could actually use a fox skin for some stuff I'm doing.
But also the way that they weave that into the story from the little bit I've seen.
Yeah, I really, really like the story in this game. So this save has finished the story, which then resets you back to a point kind of before the end here. We do have some quests here to go through, but it's a bunch of side stuff and errands. So I'm going to try not to like kind of spoil stuff for people.
Yeah. Okay, so all the quests you've got are not very consequential to the story.
Generally speaking, yeah. Okay, so what do we got here? We got some lance horns.
I want to ask a question, but I don't. Some people may not want you to give too much away. But
All right.
Are these robot animals all you're fighting in this game?
No, there are humans.
Okay.
There's other stuff.
Okay.
So here's how I deal with things. This is actually like slightly broken, I might say. So I got this whistle.
Wait.
It's on the skill tree.
Did you actually seriously lure that thing from this far away with a whistle?
Yes, and so it only alerts one enemy ever. It never pulls more than one, and it will come right over to your spot here, and then I can use the silent strike to kill it.
All right.
And then I can whistle again.
Oh, wow.
So you can kind of stack bodies up with very little risk.
Did you just kind of cheese the whole game with this skill?
Well, there isn't always tall grass everywhere,
okay.
you know. So, but yeah, you can, and also larger enemies don't die to one silent strike.
Okay, they limit you.
Even though you can, like on the skill tree, are the options to have that strike do more damage. It's probably not going to be enough to kill like some of the crazier creatures that you face.
I see.
So the big encounters are still the big encounters. But when you're kind of just like, hey, there's some stuff grazing over here, let's clear them out, you can definitely just clear them out.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, what do you got? Oh, good. So that one saw the body and is coming over to look at that. Let's see if this move will alert an enemy that close.
Uh-oh. Turn red.
Uh-oh. Okay, this has gone bad.
Oh, boy.
On the melee stuff, you have a light and a heavy. You eventually get to a point where the heavy will also start to stun creatures. Also, you take damage. You get hurt in this game.
That was one hit and you lost 1/4 of your health. Is that what just happened?
Yeah.
Or did you have full health? I didn't.
I had pretty close to it. This is pretty late game armor.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah,
You can die.
You can die. You know, I definitely used a lot of potions. A lot of, you kind of pick up all the plants and stuff, and that's that meter below my health meter there, is how much plant-based healing you've got at any given time. And so, yeah, you really go through it. You can kind of craft stuff on the fly, which is pretty convenient. Kind of mid-fight, just go like, oh shit, I need more fire arrows.
Yeah.
If you're in an actual bad situation where you can't afford to let the game run at all while you're crafting, you actually can go into the menu and make it happen.
Whoa.
Yeah, so,
Pretty specific location-based damage stuff then.
yes.
looks
Yeah,
like it.
so
Like those targets are not that big.
right. So, and firing a bow in a game, it's like a sniper rifle or something. It's a kind of low rate of fire. You got to make sure your shots count. So they give you some abilities, if I hit in R3 here, you see that meter starts draining. This is slow motion.
Okay.
Also, there's a thing on the skill tree that makes it so when I jump and do it, I get some slow motion.
Okay.
Or if I'm sliding, which sets up some pretty cool shit.
Yeah.
Where you're sliding and killing things and, getting these last second bow shots, and that stuff's pretty cool. All right, so yeah, we got some quests and stuff. So there's another part to this world, like you said, it's like right out of the gate, it kind of gets you into it. But we're gonna head over. I don't necessarily have a quest to do this, but this is definitely a thing we want to do. What's the nearest campfire we can travel to? I guess it's probably gonna be this one.
So campfires are fast travel and save? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I had that Snapjaw that was on my side.
Yes.
That's because you have the ability to override specific enemies, and that will kind of flip their allegiance, more or less.
Okay.
And you can't do that at the outset of the game, and when you do first get the ability, you can only do specific types of machines. So there are places to seek out that will then let you do it to more types of machines.
Okay.
Turkey.
So that's an actual animal. So you're basically unlocking the ability to obtain more stuff by do it like what is like a dungeon we're heading to or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Forebone. I don't know that I need boar bones. I think I need boar skins. Carry capacity is governed by crafting. I need a fox skin. I need a fox skin for that one too.
So you made it to the end of the game without crafting everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fish bone. Fish bone and boar skin. So that bone is useless to me.
Yeah.
Damn it. Oh, we gotta go up, huh? Okay. I wonder... The game's been, like, the climbing stuff, like it has that kind of Uncharted feel of just like, oh, there's really not a lot of danger to what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
But also, you can kind of just Skyrim your way up the sides of shit sometimes. And
I'm not opposed to that.
yeah, just kind of hop up. Oh, fuck.
Is that what?
A glint hawk.
Glint hawk.
Flying enemies are a real motherfucker in this game, but if I hit this glint hawk just right, yeah, the freeze canister will explode.
Oh, wow. Is the freeze canister something on the glint hawk?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll,
That's cool.
so it shoots ice damage at you, basically.
Ah, okay. Turn it against him.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. Where'd it go? We got it. Okay. Uh-oh. But, of course, there's never one.
Oh, boy. That one's not happy.
Oh. Ah!
Holy crap.
Fuckers. Oh, there's another one, too.
Seems like there's potentially a lot of variety in the combat between all the things you have that you can use and all the different weak points and abilities they have.
Yeah, so I was talking to Peter Brown of GameSpot, who reviewed the game, and he seemed to be all about the bow all the time, and didn't really use the melee stuff very much, whereas I was pretty reliant on the spear through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It seems like even if you were going to stick to the bow, that you've got a lot of different bow stuff.
Yeah, and also there are weapons that are not bows. You have a trip caster, which lets you kind of lay down. Okay, we got that thing. Lets you lay down a trip wire, basically, that'll do elemental damage like fire or shock. That'll kind of stun a creature. Oh shit, that would have been a good time to melee right there. There we go. There we go.
Whoop.
That's my shotgun. Got my good arrows. And, you know, there's probably weaknesses I could be exploiting a little bit better here. But I didn't necessarily always find, like, oh, I need to use the freeze damage here or else I'm totally fucked. It was kind of just...
It got very red all of a sudden around here. Is the sun setting?
I guess so, yeah.
What's going on? Really good looking game.
Yeah, and so they just rolled out a patch that I have not really messed with yet that adds options on the PlayStation Pro. We are running on a Pro here.
Yeah.
There we go. Take it, you fucker.
Whoa, why'd everything get all green? What's going on? Did it just become night?
Maybe.
Out of nowhere?
Or maybe it was that thing shining a light on us that was...
Oh, is that what's going on?
I don't actually know.
Huh.
Okay.
Well, now it's my time. Yeah, they were talking up that patch before... I mean, we're recording this at the time, before the game is out still.
Yeah.
But that patch wasn't out when we first got the game in.
Right, yeah, and that patch basically adds...
I'm curious to see what it does.
These two options to the menu.
Okay.
So we're running at 1080 here. We'll favor performance. You can kind of see...
So we were on 2160p, right?
I guess so.
With downsampling?
Downsampled down to 1080.
Okay. So now...
Which that mirrors how I remember the game running before.
Okay. So this is now at 1080?
I guess so. This is now favor performance.
Okay.
Pass the test.
That's how I would like to see every pro game approached. Well, which is now every game, because they require every game that comes out to have pro support. But
yeah.
I would love to see an option for people who have not sprung for a 4K TV to get more, more frame rate or more whatever.
Right.
Like something,
though, I mean, also like super sampling down and going down to 1080p is not without merit. Also, so
yeah.
I think that's a way to go. But yeah, as someone who tends to favor performance over resolution.
Yeah, yes, that's me too, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue on our way. let's actually, so this will kind of point you, like I have it turned on right now to where it'll point you at a waypoint to kind of take you in the direction of the thing you're going to. But you can just have let's see if we get that boar skin.
Poor boar.
Fuck.
Oop.
You have no idea how many fucking boars I've killed in this game, man.
Oh, is it a random drop thing?
Yeah.
Whoa, boy. I was just gonna ask if you had any traversal options to get down quick.
Yeah, those repel points are usually there when you need them. And also, let me just do this. A lot of the time I would want to go around and pick up
Man, that seems useful.
herbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this is all skill tree stuff too. Like that's not something you can do out of the gate. You know, kind of as you start to tame creatures.
Is that unlimited? You can call it whenever you want?
Yeah, and it does not, like, originally fuck these things, man. We're just getting away.
Yeah. What are these machine sites that you're discovering? Does that just mean, like, here's a place where this type of machine hangs out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is useful if you need a specific type of part or something. Okay. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
We just rode right into their camp, like, hey, what's up?
Cultist thugs. That was easy.
Not alone.
I mean, you've compared this game to Far Cry quite a bit. Is this, like, the equivalent of an outpost here?
I mean, you could take this like an outpost if you wanted to. Like, there's no benefit to me taking all these enemies out. I'm just trying to get into this place up here. But there are things that are more traditional bandit camp style stuff where after you take them, it will, like, hey, there will be, you know, a shopkeeper here or something like that.
Yeah.
So it took a few arrows to set that guy on fire.
Yeah, I saw that meter filling.
Yeah. So some of the monsters, or some of the machines will have a concept of overheating. To where if you set them on fire enough, they will overheat to the point where a cooling core is exposed, which is good to do. All right.
Is that an instant kill, or?
I mean, it's more components you can remove. That will then.
Oh, it gives you access to different types of loot.
Yeah, like potentially, but I think it's more that, like, with those things exposed, hitting those spots does a ton of damage. So it's like a really good way to take things down.
Okay.
These heavy weapons are fun here and there. They do a ton of damage, but they're usually not worth the mobility hit you take.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Ugh.
Okay, so you had a side quest to go here.
No, that showed up now that I've entered the area.
Oh.
It shows up on the map and you kind of get a sense of, like, oh, this icon on the map means it's one of these areas I can go to.
Okay.
These will keep.
To do this specific thing. All right, screw this gun.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
Let's say. Oh.
Yeah, that's not actually the way to go. I was just kind of curious to see if there was anything up there.
What's that up there? Every time.
Oh, how about that? There we go. Oh, and something for your friend too.
You pay much attention to the stealth meter in situations like this?
Usually not. At this point, like, I'm pretty confident in my ability to just run up on them and hit them.
Okay. Are there stealth kills, like if you sneak up behind a guy?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can get up behind somebody and get that same option that I was using to clear out the fields earlier.
Okay.
And there are upgrades to that as well that'll, you know, initially you can't perform that type of kill on heavy human enemies.
Okay.
This was a cauldron once. But the wild got in. And now the enemy too.
Oh, wow. All right, yeah, so, whoa. Yeah, here's a little more of that, like, old world tech stuff.
Yeah.
So I think you said on the podcast this week, like, they make good on all this stuff. Like, they Like you get answers on
By the end of this game, you know,
happened in
you
the
know
past.
exactly what is going on.
Okay.
You know exactly how the world came to be in such a state. Like they really explain their setup quite well. I was very satisfied with the answers as well. Like it was just good, interesting stuff. Like it's a really good sci-fi story.
That's great. Like I said it on the podcast, like it's a sadly low bar that I'm excited that this game has an ending.
Yeah.
But it's still good to hear.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Got too much already.
I got too much crap. I'm actually gonna get rid of some. Yeah, so you have modifications, like basically like all your weapons and armor are slotted, so you can kind of get these modifications to kind of enhance, like, so I can put this in my armor and it'll give me, you know, they'll be less likely to spot me. And if I want to resist corruption damage, which is like an element type, I can do that. We can drop some of this stuff because it's just not worth it. Also, that's not the one that's full, so let's drop some of this wood. You know, we've got enough to make enough arrows. Be okay.
Can you sell anything you don't want?
Yeah,
from every category?
except for wood. So this is the sticks are the one thing that no one wants.
But you can sell like weapon mods,
Yes.
armor, stuff like that.
Yeah. And then boar bones and all this other stuff. So rusted scrap. This old resource is near worthless. Great. Selling for metal shards, but also says trading with merchants. So it'll tell you what it's used for. I wish that they organized this stuff a bit better, is I guess what I'm saying. Because like this one, there was one in there that was just for selling. Yeah.
Do they streamline any of that stuff, like add a vendor?
No.
Like there's no sell all junk type thing?
They don't. It's the stuff that, like, yeah, a lot of other games have done it pretty well, and yeah. Found some special items like some ancient coffee cups.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's go.
I don't feel like I'm seeing any difference with this performance patch or the performance setting.
Yeah,
versus the
same
visual
here.
setting.
I assumed that the game previously defaulted to this other mode, and like we are seeing it kind of pop in and out a little bit here as we make the change. But
Maybe there are spots where the frame rate.
I found the frame rate to be quite good in this game.
Must have been a cave in. A big one.
That worked.
Oops. No.
Oh.
And so that zoom only works when that meter is full. I can't just zoom in at full speed.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like, fuck it. Let's just dump.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
So we kind of back off. You'll see there's like the circle around the question mark there that slowly drains. They'll eventually get back onto their regular patrols and stuff if you just want to wait it out. But I rarely found that you needed to do that. This is not really the arrow I want to use. Unless I'm specifically setting one of those drums on fire. Come on. Fuck. I was gonna try to switch to the rock, throw a rock over there, and try and call them over so that I could blow them all up, but oh well. They can see me. It's okay. Oh, well. Maybe it's less okay if they see me while I'm trying to also do this, but... Huh. Wait a minute.
A lot of fall damage.
Yeah, you'll take some fall damage for sure, but...
Are they dumb enough to lose you if they see you go in the tall grass?
Yeah, sometimes. So yeah, I mean, I could wait for them to all reset and then just sit here and whistle them all over one by one. And they'll see the bodies and go, oh, we got a man down. But then they'll come over and check out the body and you still get the kill. But while they're active, they don't necessarily always come over to investigate the whistle. Here he comes.
Ooh.
Yeah, whoops. Get back in the grass here.
Heard something.
Pretty good range on that stealth kill too.
Yeah, you really, that kind of takes you out of position. Like theoretically, you could get spotted.
Sure what that was.
Come on, fucker. He didn't even care about the bodies. He's just like, what's going on?
Look out! It's her.
Oh. Shit. Hi. There's still a lot of guys over here. All right.
Try to run.
All right, this guy's got those. Oh, shit.
boy. Giving it back to you.
Yeah, well.
Lost him.
Do you have to kill all these guys, or you just have to get to that objective?
I just have to get to the objective. You can't. You can't. You can run away from guys in open combat when you're out in the open world and stuff, but usually when you're in these tighter areas, it's worth it to just clear everyone out.
Yeah.
What is this guy even doing? Dying.
Yeah. Dropping blue stuff. Do you still have skills to buy? I see you're still.
I do,
You're
yeah.
still racking up XP, so
Yeah.
I assume.
Yeah, I have not filled the skill tree yet. This is a much different cauldron than the other ones. It's interesting. I have not been to this one yet. Whoa. Sometimes you overslide a little bit.
I can hear you. I think.
Oh yeah? You hear this?
Can't hear anything now.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do definitely like figure out a pattern with dealing with a lot of the enemies, and you kind of decide on which types of things you like these tie ropes you can use to tie the larger machines down, which will kind of put them in a stun state. This is the Tripcaster, which you can kind of do elemental damage that way. But I really just kind of stuck with the bow, or the bows. You have multiple bows. There's also a sling you can use to kind of lob bombs.
Ooh.
All right. Does it want me to? That's probably actually where it takes me when I'm done with this area. I probably come up that way if I had to guess. Yeah, good looking lighting and effects and stuff.
Yeah, it's just a great looking game.
Damn good looking game.
I remember you mentioned on the podcast this week that Kojima's next game is going to run on this engine.
That's
and
the talk, yeah.
At the time when they announced that, I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
It's in-house Sony tech. I'm sure they saved some money by not licensing an external engine, but just seeing this now, I'm like, okay, yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that will be a good looking game too then.
Right. Okay. Oh, fuck. Wow, they're okay. All right, man. Interesting.
Is this...
Human enemies inside a cauldron is new.
Huh. I'll assume that's something that makes sense to people who have seen the whole story. Or spend much time with the game,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, these areas are usually just machines.
Okay.
You know, you're kind of the only one who can get doors open and that all that sort of stuff. So the idea that there are other humans in here is pretty fascinating.
That's an order from the buried shadow himself.
Oh man, that's actually...
All right. That does the job. He's very confused about why he's exploding.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute, why am I on fire? That's how it went when I was at that party and I backed into that candle.
Yeah.
Wearing that polyester shirt and it just went up in flames. That's exactly how it was.
Yep. Hang on, I'm on fire.
Except I had other people around who helped me take the shirt off. This guy, not so lucky.
Yep. Nope.
Wow, I wonder, like with humans here, if all I got to do, this might be way easier. Oh, let's see if we can just get away with that. Oh,
I would just sneak around and stealth kill everybody.
yeah. Well, I'm now, I just specifically to get that heavy.
Yeah. Or you can
Now,
just Deathbringer them.
yeah.
That does seem to work.
Yeah, it really, like machines also, it chews them up.
And is that gun ancient tech? It's not something
Yeah.
they have
Yeah.
scavenged and put together or something?
Yeah, I mean, you will be able to knock weapons off of machines and use them against the machine, which is like a fun, cool tactic.
It's a nice twist.
Okay, yeah, this is this is way easier than what's normally at the end of these things. So cool. So this is us getting new override codes to be able to override additional types of machines,
okay.
basically. So you do this so that you can kind of
More machines I can override.
so you can defend the core. Fuck.
Oh boy.
Where'd I put that gun?
What happens if you don't defend the core?
Yeah, that's a weird objective
Yeah,
because
seems
why
like
do I
you
care?
already- seems like you already finished the mission. You got what you need.
No ammo. This isn't good.
That'll be fine. Oh, that thing's already dead. Let's see if we can pick up that other guy. Oh, that's a weird place. Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Oh, God. Get out of there. Yeah.
Oh man, you're almost dead.
Yeah, that did a lot of damage.
Yeah, wow, this really just kind of... Yeah, I can see the frame rate getting a little chunky here.
Yeah. Yeah, a little.
I can see why that performance setting would be useful.
How about another gun? Oh, there's a lot of fucking dudes.
Not anymore. Whoa!
Oh, by the way.
That's yours, right? No?
No.
That's
No, that
yours.
is not mine.
Oh, wow. All right.
All right.
Well, you
Not easy.
got 48 seconds left.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that timer.
Yikes.
Okay, I need to use a potion, but I need to... Okay, there we go.
Kind of back into a corner here. And kind of like... Wait, are they fighting?
Yeah,
Each other?
looks like they might be.
Does that happen?
It can.
Fall before the shadow.
What a mess.
Shadow will reach you.
All right. Okay. Oh, hey, yo.
Wait, what? Did you take it out of here?
No, it's. I don't know what the fuck is happening, honestly. Normally, these things are risen up, and this is how you kind of start the final fight: is to get on top of those and find an exit. All right. Well, normally, it's the center platform there.
Get back in there and fight!
Oops. Potion. Do I have any more potions? Boy. Okay. Let's see if we can craft some real quick. One. Well. We'll be okay.
A lot of stuff to pick up.
Oh, shit. So they'll block. Which is a hassle.
All right, I think you're in the clear.
Man. Potion. Thank you.
No space.
All right, let's. So yeah, normally this platform will raise up and take you out. So these platforms raise. Can I? Oh, that one's all fucked up. This is the one
Is this
that
supposed
raised
to be
up.
the beginning of like a platforming sequence, it looks like? Like
Yeah.
go up that ramp?
Yeah, probably. Yes, normally you start the fight by climbing to one of these.
Oh, weird.
Okay. We just want to go up, see some sunlight. It can't be all bad. Is this back the way we came?
I think so.
I wonder
Maybe.
if this will work.
There's no objective indicator.
No.
Or do you get a map in here?
No, you do, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Normally the game has not been big on backtracking. Oh, what? More living things? Where? Right here.
More than equipped to take you on.
Oh, is that one of those stealth fuckers? Oh, man.
Seems fair.
Stalkers can be a real hassle because they can turn invisible.
That does seem like a hassle.
Yeah. And they'll also lay these traps out,
Oh,
which kind of blow your stealth. That's not an area we can go, but it is still pretty cool. This is definitely not the way we came. Like, it's saying find an exit, but I wonder if I could just fast travel out of here and if that would count.
And like complete the quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems weird. They don't just point you to what they
Yeah, well, it's,
identify as the exit.
you know, it's, the game will occasionally have kind of mystery locations like that, and it's usually to its benefit, because it's like, hey, find a thing. Okay, so we came in, that thing was up here, we killed it. God, did I get all, I got all fucking turned around. Okay, so that's this thing. Can't go that way. But it did let us, we can't go up here. No, but I'm... No. No. Also, is it even on the map? No, that's not even on the map as an accessible area, so...
Okay.
I barely used the map in interior portions of the game, finishing it. So it's kind of interesting that this thing is, like, pretty different.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was
That seems janky.
a little bit.
Go down there, can you?
No.
Guess I can.
What's
What's going on over there? I keep seeing something big moving.
It's just, you know, machinery.
Machinery stuff.
Yeah. This
There's-
is the area we looked at earlier. Just
Okay.
kind of like check it out. Machines.
So there's definitely no exit out of that, like, core room.
No. Oh, the one we did all the fighting in?
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that there probably is. I just don't remember how to get back there. We went up here. Okay, so that's that area. So
Seemed like it. I thought I saw it on the map. It's where the big blue
Yeah.
spot was, right?
that's an interesting thing.
Yeah. And this is effectively a side dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Like this, obviously, clearly, it's optional since you finished the game.
Right.
So
Yeah, yeah.
maybe one of those spots where they paid a little less attention
I wonder.
than the critical path.
Yeah.
That's not a door right there, is it?
Here. Here we
Oh,
go.
Shit. Okay, I saw that earlier behind a column and almost
Yeah.
told you to go look at it.
Oh shit.
Huh. Okay. Well, you found an exit.
Yeah. Climb the pillar to escape.
Is this another like big combat room?
I'm gonna guess there's gonna be something going on here.
I don't see anybody.
This is the area we went through earlier. Oh no, there's one guy over there. But yeah, I think this is the area we went through earlier.
Oh yeah, total.
Yeah. What? Hi. That's a dumb thing to do. Let me swing my staff in your direction. Ah, fuck. Let's see if we can tear the stealth shit off this asshole. That probably did it. So that heavy strike will stun it like that, and then I can get up here and stick them like that. These critical shots. So you kind of mix up your lights and heavies to get what you want up close. And you know you can roll when you have damage coming your way, whether it's like some enemy shooting a bunch of lasers at you or something like that, or you know, up close kind of melee stuff. You can kind of roll through a lot of damage and avoid it. What is this guy just hanging out?
If I found the cauldron they were made in, I could learn to override them.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that is bad.
Is the game always this combat heavy?
No, no. You have kind of quieter sequences and stuff like that too, but
There's happened to be a lot of fighting in this particular dungeon.
yeah. Like even these cauldrons have been
Oh boy.
way more about. Oh shit.
What's going on with your health bar turning yellow?
I used something that temporarily boosts its upper limit
Ah, okay.
because it's the only health potion I have left.
Got it. Oh boy.
Fuck. All right, it's done. Okay, kill. All right. Fuck. It's a very convenient health potion. That's fucking. Is it heavy? That's bad. That's not so bad. Okay. I'm hoping we just climb this thing and get out, and that's not going to shock me to death, but it does say climb the pillar to escape, so that's what we'll do.
What could go wrong?
Nothing. Oh, see, that's okay. That was the thing I was climbing on before.
Almost out of here.
Man.
Holy shit. I wonder if I should probably try to tame something here. Oh, are they fighting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like it. I was gonna say they seem to be busy with each other.
Wonder if I can get
Maybe
over
just
there and
run past.
just... Nothing. It would be nice to tame one of those things to not have to deal with it, but if these guys are just going to back up and let me stab them a few more times, maybe I'll just take that. Because I don't have a lot of other health options here.
Nice they didn't skimp on the difficulty. Like, this is a post-game save, you know, you've got like end-game stuff,
Yeah.
and you're still not like breathing.
Well, so
through
that's
it.
the thing is, every time you level up, you get 10 hit points.
Yeah.
And the armor is, the later armor is better, but not like amazing.
Okay.
So you take a lot of fucking damage
This is not a purely like stats-driven game.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. That's cool.
I kind of just want to let this play out.
Oh.
What is this? No more ground humping over there.
Having some private time. there.
Yeah. Okay, let's try and move up, see if any of these people have potions, which would be nice. This is all the shit I dropped earlier. Not gonna be a potion on a machine. What's up here? Hey. No? Yeah, okay. Oh, hi. Let's open these. So sometimes you just get treasure boxes. It's all just resources, not actual. No health.
Finally.
Yeah, no shit. Well, I don't think that's what she was finally about, but I'll take it.
I think you made it. Or not. That's a lot of guys to fight.
Where?
I mean, not right
Oh,
there. I'm
okay.
just saying
Just overall.
generally throughout
Okay.
this dungeon
I thought
thing.
you were saying that there were like another 20 or
No, no,
something.
no, no.
Oh, God.
Just I thought you were free and clear, and then a couple more guys.
Okay. That's probably the last of them. Daylight. Sweet.
Yay! You made it.
Well, so much for the salvage operation. The metal
And there's a bunch more fighting.
control. Like they did with me.
Oh, okay. So you're getting big chunks of XP and a skill point,
Right,
and
yeah.
stuff out of. Okay.
I don't even know why I'm starting shit. I should just... So I can actually override birds now if I can get them close enough. That's actually not easy. Fuck this. Fuck all this. I don't want any part of this.
You just fast travel. at
Yeah,
any
I
time?
can.
Like,
I
doesn't
don't.
matter if you're in
I don't
combat.
think it matters if I'm in combat here. So we got some. So let's take a look at the skill tree here. So you know, it's stuff like, hey, move faster with one of those heavy weapons. It's critical hits. Do you do more damage? This is the. Is it just gonna ring up every trophy I've got because I played it while the trophies were not like live or whatever. So I couldn't sync them to this anyway. Disarm traps didn't seem like something that would ever be useful. You know, extra resources when looting. This tree ended up being pretty good. This is maybe some of the most Far Cry shit on here is like, okay, the stealth kill stuff, but then strike from above, strike from below. Very, very Far Cry-ish.
Yeah.
And then the ability to strike people wearing armor, like heavies and elites and stuff. You know, quiet sprint, you know, better dodge. The ability to shoot 2 arrows at once, or 3 arrows at once, as the case may be,
Yeah.
which is kind of a cool idea. Let's get more on the strong strike, I guess. Well, why don't we just run and just maybe do one more, like an errand or something here, just to see some talking.
Yeah. Or is it worth maybe just going to a town instead? Are there towns? I don't even know.
Yeah, there are towns and settlements and stuff like that, and you know, merchants and people to talk to around that. Oh, see, I've not been to that. I've not been up here. What is even up here?
Huh.
Okay, well, let's. Oh, it actually won't let me travel.
Disabled right now. So you out of combat, maybe?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm probably just close enough to this shit.
Yeah.
Where,
So just pick a direction and run.
yeah. Whoop. Somebody's unhappy. Ooh, I wonder. Can I do this? Is it gonna just get a little lower? Let me override. Come on.
You have to touch it to override it?
You have to get pretty close for the prompt to appear.
Might be too late.
Yeah. Oh, there are like 3 heavies right here. This is a bad stitch. Ah, shit. I thought I was picking up that heavy weapon, but had not actually gotten close enough.
Shadow.
Fuck that guy.
Man, let's use those guys up.
I'll have another shot for this one.
I like that he's like unsure about where I might be. The person behind him with the gun.
All right. You
All
do
right.
it.
Let's see what's on this thing. Okay. Some stuff. All right, let's now see if we can get over here. Yeah. All right, maybe we'll just we'll walk around this town a little bit
All right.
and call it. Yeah, you know, so you know, without really showing any of the story stuff, I really enjoyed that aspect of the game. I think there are spots where it can get a little exposition heavy, but also the info dumps are worth it.
Okay.
Like I cared enough about the events of the game to where when they were suddenly like, oh, here's a huge reveal, and you're just kind of listen to some talking or watch a hologram or watch some other stuff. Like it was worth it.
That's cool.
Like that stuff was pretty engaging. Because the story kind of takes the story kind of operates on two levels, where you've got kind of the tribal stuff, you know, we gotta do the spiritual end of things, and you know the warring factions of today's world, and then what lies beneath, and so the stuff beneath the surface is more about the state of the world and how it got that way, and that stuff's really fascinating. But I think that stuff's the best stuff in the game. But the stuff about the warring factions and stuff is pretty good as well. So I ended up really liking that end of the game.
That's awesome. Is there a lot of like just side,
There's a lot of side shit.
not side content so much, but like just
Like there's not a lot of repeatable stuff, I would say.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like a lot of cookie cutter. Like, you know, we talked about bandit camps earlier.
Yeah.
There are like 4.
okay. I actually
know?
I was thinking more like side kind of character interaction, like just like world building. Like do you?
Yeah.
Is there just
Yes,
are there just
yeah.
a lot of people to talk to in
Yeah,
towns
like, and a lot of these side quests and stuff are, you know, have like stories and cutscenes and stuff written into them,
Okay.
and that's a collectible there. Scan it for our files. Some of that stuff is audio, some of it is text.
Yeah, I guess just I was thinking kind of as a way to flesh the world out. If just wondering if there are a lot of random people around to talk to and that kind of thing. These guys don't seem happy.
Yeah.
I've been
Let's see
working.
if there's a merchant on our map. No, it doesn't look like it.
Because in the very beginning of the game, like you're hitting like little dialogue choices and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just
There's
like,
there's dialogue wheel and a lot of stuff like that for sure. So this quest has a talk to person added on it, so that'll probably give us a sense of some of that stuff.
Okay. But I'm guessing it's not like Skyrim level in terms of character to interact with and stuff. Just in terms of the amount of or the number of people
No, in
out
terms
there.
of the sheer number, no, absolutely
okay,
not. But the interactions are also not kind of this canned thing. Like, you know, it feels like custom content.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like I'm generic character number 7
Yeah.
to send you on quest 14. Like everyone's got their own little story,
Okay.
and those are done well enough to where I didn't feel like I was wasting a bunch of time doing some of this stuff. Let's just swim over there.
Is that over there to the right? It's like a city on the hill.
Yeah.
Huh. It's like nice variety in environments and stuff too.
Yeah, you get your snow areas and deserty stuff and foresty stuff and, you know, ruined cities and stuff like that. Like there is a good variety. Okay.
Happen to be hanging out in the lake.
Yeah. Just happen to hang out inside this tree. Well, that was good riding with you. Actually, I wonder. Nope.
Not gonna happen.
See you later.
So much for a break from the heat.
How does it dole out the quests? Like, do you typically talk to a person who gives you a quest, or
Yeah, you'll see, usually when you get into a town, there'll be like a few exclamation points that'll
Oh,
pop
okay.
up on your
Okay,
compass
so
up there.
So
And,
this thing you're doing is something you picked up somewhere else.
yeah. And quests will chain to other quests and stuff like that, usually on the main line. But yeah, a lot of this side stuff and this errand stuff is stuff that you don't even necessarily have to pick up if you don't want to.
So do me your favor real quick. I just think this is a cool touch to this game. If you go to the menu, like the settings,
Okay.
like the
UI stuff.
HUD stuff.
Yeah,
I think the HUD settings. If you change it to HUD, like I actually
has
just
a
left
lot.
it. So I just left it at this setting. I thought this was
Right.
actually perfect. So if you go back, like everything fades out, but if you just kind of drag your thumb across the touchpad,
Yeah.
like everything
Everything
fades
comes back
in.
up.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And any of those when they update will come back on automatically.
Right.
It's just such a nice looking game. I thought it was cool that you could tweak stuff to kind of get out of your face
Yeah, it's nice.
when you don't want it around.
I ended up wanting to have the stealth indicator and the lower left thing, the health stuff on screen at all
Yeah.
times. So I ended up sticking with the default, which I probably could have turned off more of it.
This guy's not easy to find.
No.
Something rooting around in that
Oh, you are not friendly. Okay.
Not friendly at all.
Shit.
Challenge the carcass.
Stuck. What's up? What's up? There's a lot of fuckers in here, man.
Oh. Wow, that is a lot of guys, yes.
Don't let me die. I'm done.
Call a mount up here, see if that'll mix things up a little bit. No. Shadow soldiers. Huh.
Is the mount the only thing you can summon out of thin air, or
Yeah.
can you? So you can't summon like a fighting machine.
No, it's not really designed for you to summon it to start fights or to get out of fights. It's kind of just like, oh, I want to ride now. But it will get attacked and kind of draw fire,
Oh, okay.
as well as kind of, like most of those enemies do have, or most of those machines do have attacks.
Some creative thinking.
This guy.
Guide this to the heart of my foe.
Oh, how about that? And that. This wasn't even where I'm going, you guys. Where the fuck am I? Man. I kind of want to see what's...
Nothing.
Should have brought a cart.
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Huh. This is... Huh. Maybe there's a quest that leads here that I haven't gotten, or... Oh, man. I've got too much stuff. Or maybe this is eventually... No, because it's... The waypoint is pretty clearly outside. Huh. Cool. Well, they're all dead.
Take you all the way down.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, I don't know. You get the gist.
Yeah.
I think.
It's pretty close. Let's
All right.
just run back up here. At least have a conversation. And that guy will probably say, "We need to kill everybody that's in there." And I'll be like, "I got you." Okay. Down here. All right. These guys are okay. Okay.
We cool?
Yeah, we're all right.
Cool.
No matter what happens.
Yeah, so like it's been kind of impressive, like just after finishing the game and stuff, playing a little bit more, like, oh, there are like a ton of areas that I just never even
Wow.
went to.
That's crazy.
You know, for some of these side quests,
Yeah.
like, you know, these are like large areas.
Are
So
you Galeev, the healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself. But you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about
some of
you.
the lip syncing has been
Beatrice.
kind of bad.
Yeah.
What?
No, I can't spare the medicine,
Yeah, some
nor
of the
my
facial
time
animations
to
may be a little
administer it. My
jerky.
resources are already spread
That's all right,
thin,
then.
Yeah.
thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
Why won't you help?
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can get must be smuggled in. That's expensive. The behemoth's share goes to the military. Of course, there are the what's left, that's for the...
Look at it from my perspective.
I think we are calling to each other across...
What's stopping me from just making...
I'd have to cause a situation. And you wouldn't harm the only healer disgraced enough to work for the Shadow Karja, would you?
Well, we've only just met, but yes, it's tempting.
And take it up with the Citadel. Nothing you can do would compare to my punish...
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience. But in this line of work, I've built up an immunity to it. And yet, if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal.
Fetch quest.
My charity.
Though that's just an item,
Yeah.
so
Oh, I know.
I might already have it.
If you already have
works.
it, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts. For a while.
I already have the part.
All right.
Wow.
All right.
We could already have a deal. Quickly now, let's salve your...
Cool that they wrote dialogue to make it natural
Right.
that you already
Yeah,
had it, as
yeah.
opposed to just...
Not before.
Oh, please. On my oath, this girl will survive to see our sad future. You and I shouldn't be seen together. Go on to the slums ahead of me. I'll find you presently. You do stand out in a crowd.
Okay. So that's actually pretty far away, so we could just go. Oh, I need to. Oh, right. Yeah, there's some shit went down. It's kind of it's complicated.
We don't like to talk about it.
I got this here for
So,
getting back into that area.
corruption zones.
Yeah, so there's corruption damage that you can do, but also the machines are getting corrupted, and that makes them you can no longer tame them. They have different attacks, and they will be a lot more difficult to deal with. So there are some zones where you can just kind of clear out corrupted enemies. It's kind of one of the side things, but you encounter a lot of corrupted machines over the course of the story, and they're fuckers. All right. Well, that's we did travel back here, but well, we're right here.
Let's see what this guy has to say real fast.
Yeah.
And then call it.
Yeah.
It's you.
What up?
Hello again.
I've brought someone to see your sister.
How did you... No. Wait.
Smart boy.
Oh, hey.
She'll have his full attention.
He got here fast.
Won't she?
Once I'm freed of other...
All right.
All right. So that is a...
That's an errand.
That's like a
so that's
third
like a
tier?
third tier quest,
not a side quest.
Yeah.
So even those have got some little bit of story attached to
Yeah.
them. That's cool. Seems like there's a lot in this game.
There is a lot in this game.
A lot of content, a lot of different stuff
Took
to
me
do.
about 30 hours to get
Yeah.
to the end of the story. I probably could have gotten there a little faster if I wanted to, but I did a lot of the side stuff, but not
Yeah.
all of it. I could probably spend another 10 mopping up the rest of this stuff.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff to do, some interesting payoffs for some of that stuff, I know. Yeah, that's Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I just think the combat's a great time. Like even stuff like, hey, I'm gonna just sit in this bush and stack up these bodies. Like even that was still kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
Just because of how like those machines and like some of the enemies can be real fuckers. So turning the tables on them in a way that might seem a little cheap was still cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks, Brad.
Yeah, nice to see Guerrilla doing something different.
Yeah.
And really nailing it.
For sure. Yeah, I think they absolutely did nail it. I had a great time with this game.
Awesome.